Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Golden Bachelorette fans have theories for Pascal and Joan's future. Favored Golden Bachelorette suitor Pascal Ipgui has been building what appears to be a genuine connection with Joan Vassos, but fans are noticing some warning signs. Joan, 61, a private school administrator and widow from Maryland, has narrowed down her suitors to 7, including Pascal, the 69-year-old salon owner. Despite their chemistry, Pascal's lavish lifestyle and reluctance to fully open up emotionally may cause trouble for him on the Bachelor spin-off series. On a one-on-one date in Las Vegas, Pascal revealed his difficult childhood in Paris, saying, "I didn't feel love and support from my parents." Donald Trump issues 50-day ultimatum to Putin. He worked hard to build his life in the U.S., which impressed Joan, but she worries about his ability to be emotionally vulnerable. "I was very glad that Pascal opened up to me," Joan admitted, but she's also concerned. "If we can't fully open up to each other, this relationship won't work." Tensions rose when Joan felt Pascal wasn't trying hard enough to get her attention during a group date, which fans labeled as a red flag from the suitor. She told him, "I was disappointed that you didn't make much of an effort." Pascal explained, "I'm more of a one-on-one type of person," adding he didn't want to seem aggressive. Joan seemed to accept his apology, but it left her with doubts. Pascal's focus on material possessions, like his overflowing designer closet, also raised concerns. While Pascal said in a confessional, "I'm not a snob, people shouldn't judge a book by its cover," it seems his values might not align with Joan's. Joan has made it clear since night 1 that she is looking for someone to make her feel safe after the death of her husband, Joan. Or fool's gold. Joan Vassos captured hearts across America when she stepped into the historic role as the first ever Golden Bachelorette. Poised, elegant, and radiating the grace of someone who's lived, loved, and lost, Joan became a symbol of second chances. So when Pascal Dubois, charming, silver-haired, and mysterious, stepped out of the limo that first night, he didn't just turn heads, he turned fate. "Bonjour, Joan," he said in a French accent thick enough to spread on toast. "Life gave me many chapters, but perhaps you are the final and most beautiful one." The nation swooned. But now, just weeks away from the finale, fans are sounding the alarms. They say Pascal's words don't line up, that the man who swept Joan off her feet may be the one to crush her heart. And the clues? They've been there all along. The night that changed everything. It was week 4, the pivotal halfway point of the season. Joan and Pascal went on their one-on-one date in Paris, a tribute to his French heritage. Under the glow of the Eiffel Tower, viewers watched them kiss, dance, and sip wine as if they were starring in their own romantic drama. Pascal opened up about his late wife, Camille. "She was the first woman I truly loved," he said, eyes distant. "But even in death, love teaches you that the heart has room to feel again." The nation swooned. But now, just weeks away from the finale, fans are sounding the alarms. They say Pascal's words don't line up, that the man who swept Joan off her feet may be the one to crush her heart. And the clues? They've been there all along. The night that changed everything. It was week 4, the pivotal halfway point of the season. Joan and Pascal went on their one-on-one date in Paris, a tribute to his French heritage. Under the glow of the Eiffel Tower, viewers watched them kiss, dance, and sip wine as if they were starring in their own romantic drama. Pascal opened up about his late wife, Camille. "She was the first woman I truly loved," he said, eyes distant. "But even in death, love teaches you that the heart has room to feel again." Joan, visibly moved, reached across the table. "I believe that too," she whispered. But the moment didn't sit right with fans. Something felt scripted, almost rehearsed. And then came the clue. When Joan asked if he could truly commit to another serious relationship, Pascal's answer raised eyebrows. "I can try," he said, "but I've learned never to promise love, only the opportunity for it." Red flag number 1. The editing doesn't lie. Golden Bachelorette fans are a devoted, detail-obsessed bunch. And as Pascal continued his courtship of Joan, the super sleuths of Reddit and TikTok began compiling their evidence. One user posted a now viral thread titled, "Why Pascal is Absolutely Not the One for Joan." They highlighted key clues. In week 6, during a group date challenge, Pascal refused to read his love poem aloud to Joan, calling it too private. He constantly used phrases like, "if we end up together," rather than "when." And in his week 7 ITM, Pascal said the unthinkable, "Joan deserves everything. I just don't know if I'm the man who can give her that." Red flag number 2, 3, and 4. Fans were no longer asking if Pascal would hurt Joan. They were wondering when. Behind-the-scenes tension. According to leaked reports from an anonymous crew member, allegedly shared to Dumois, tension between Pascal and producers grew during Hometown Week. He didn't want to do the overnights, the source claimed. He said it felt disingenuous and refused to say "I love you" even off camera. Joan was devastated. Producers allegedly scrambled to salvage his storyline. Joan, ever graceful, tried to paint Pascal in the best light, but insiders say she was beginning to feel the cracks. She kept saying, "I want to trust him, but I've been here before," the insider added. The heartbreak already brewing. The ex-wife's family speaks. In a shocking twist, Camille's sister, Elise, made an unexpected statement on her Instagram stories that had fans reeling. "I don't want to say much about that man on national TV," she wrote, "but let's just say if Joan were my sister, I'd tell her to run." The cryptic post sent Bachelor Nation into a frenzy. Was Pascal hiding something? Was his charming exterior covering up a cold, detached heart? Even Joan's daughter, Claire, reportedly unfollowed Pascal on Instagram, just days after the episode where he met Joan's family aired. Coincidence? Fans don't think so. Words that broke the spell. The moment that truly shifted public opinion came during the Fantasy Suite episode. Pascal and Joan had spent the day sailing in Greece. The chemistry was undeniable, the laughter real. But when Joan hinted at a future together, talking about moving, blending families, and sharing holidays, Pascal looked uneasy. "I don't know if I can move for someone," he said. "I've built a life I love. I thought this experience would clarify what I want, but it's only made me realize how much I still love my solitude." Joan's face fell. "You said you wanted love," she whispered. "I do," Pascal replied, "but I didn't expect it to come with expectations." Red flag number 5. That night, the suite door was closed, but fans weren't convinced it stayed shut. Rumors swirled that Pascal slept alone. The final rose isn't always a yes. Previews for the finale showed Joan standing alone on a cliffside, mascara smudged, dress blowing in the wind. The voiceover? "I thought I had found forever, but forever doesn't want to be found." Fans are now positive that Pascal either walks away or rejects her at the final rose. Bachelor Nation sleuths point to body language in interviews, Pascal's lack of recent social media presence, and even Joan's cryptic TikTok lip sync to a heartbreaking anthem as proof. Her caption, "Sometimes the wrong person still feels so right, until they don't." What Joan deserves. Whether Pascal breaks her heart or not, the conversation around Joan has shifted. "I don't want her to end up with Pascal," one fan wrote. "I want her to end up with herself, strong, loved, and peaceful." Even Bachelor Nation alums are weighing in. Trista Sutter commented, "Joan is too rare a gem to be left in the hands of someone still figuring it out." And Jerry Turner himself, Joan's former flame on Golden Bachelor, tweeted, "Joan's story isn't about an ending, it's about evolution. I hope she sees her worth no matter who stands beside her." The twist nobody saw coming. Just when fans thought they'd figured it out, new footage leaked. In it, Pascal sits down with Jesse Palmer before the final rose and appears nervous. "I think I messed up," he says. "I thought I wasn't ready. But maybe I just got scared." Could Pascal return after rejecting Joan? Could the heartbreak be his way of learning what he truly wants? Bachelor Nation isn't buying it. "If he comes back, she better say no," one fan posted. "We've seen enough men realize too late what they had. Joan deserves someone who doesn't need to lose her to choose her."
After the final tear. The After the Final Rose taping hasn't aired yet, but insiders claim Joan arrives alone, poised, classy, and glowing. She's not angry, one source said. She's empowered. Reports say Pascal was met with a mixed reaction, some fans supportive, others furious. Joan allegedly delivered the line of the night. "You taught me something important, Pascal. Not every beautiful connection is meant to last, but every ending teaches us how we deserve to be loved." The audience, standing ovation. Epilogue, the woman who rose again. If Pascal broke Joan's heart, she's already begun putting it back together. A new foundation for widowed women, a podcast about rediscovering life after loss, a rumored book deal, and whispers that another Golden Bachelorette runner-up, kind, goofy widower Alan, has been checking in on her a lot lately. Golden Bachelorette fans may be convinced that Pascal was never the one, but they're even more convinced that Joan's story is far from over. Because if love blooms in unexpected places, Joan Vassos will be there, ready.